Hey, namaskar everyone, this is Shorob and it's been a while. I'm back again with a new video of Golang. So in this video, we are going to learn how we can make HTTP requests using HTTP client in Golang and how we can handle the JSON responses and how we can encode and decode JSON responses as well in the same video. So stay tuned and feel free to ask any doubts in the comment sections. And before starting this video, I would highly request you to subscribe this channel and make sure to share this video with your friends and do hit the like button as well. So without talking too much, let's get started. I guess it's 24th video of Golang series, and as our convention, we are going to create another folder called day 24, and we are going to open up our day 24 folder in our VS Code. After that, let's open up our integrated terminal as well. And I hope you already know how we can initialize a new Golang project. If not, then do not feel worry, because I'm going to demonstrate to you again here, because that's the bare minimum requirement to create a to start Go language and writing it. Okay, so to do, let's run the following command in our integrated terminal: go mod init, and followed by init. You just need to type the name what you want to give your project. It's completely up to you. In this case, I'm going to name it as ABC. But make sure to make it a little bit meaningful. As I am demonstrating you, I don't need to think too much about names. I just want to tell you and demonstrate you how it's actually done. The path, you need to find it by yourself. Okay, so right after executing that following code, you'll be able to see that a new file is being visible here in our sidebar file explorer under our day 24 folder, which is go.mod. If you are a Node user or coming from a Node.js background, it is similar to package.json. Okay, so at the same root folder, we need to create another file called main.go, and we need to declare package main and a function called main as well. This is the boilerplate to run a basic Golang project. Just to see everything is working quite well, we need to import fmt to print out that it's working. Hello, hey world. Okay, and let's run it. Go run dot. Okay, it's working fine. So let's import something really nice called HTTP, and this you need to import from a standard library. It's completely safe to use because it comes with comes along with the standard library of Golang itself. So we'll get method here, and in this demonstration, we are just going to follow up with get method, but in upcoming videos or projects, we may also explore some other methods as well, like put, patch, and form, and so on. So let's open up our browser, and this link I will attach in the description of this video. And here we can see that we can hit an entry point. This is an API. In upcoming videos, we will also create our own API so that people can also take use of it, or we can make private API so that our only client will be able to make requests to our particular APIs to get the data. Okay, but in this case, we are highly dependent on other third-party APIs. So from there, here is one of the open source things, which is JSON placeholder.typicode.com. From there, you can see that if we hit on this route, we'll be able to see this response. So this is a JSON response on which we are going to work today. So let's call this, hit this route using our http.get method. We are actually getting something from that route. That's why the method name is get. Okay, so and we need to see what it returns. It will return a HTTP response and the error. So let's accept them, accept both of them. So the response and HTTP error, and yeah, after that we need to handle that error too. Sorry. So if any error happens, if the error is not nil, then it must have something in it. It means the HTTP error is not nil, so it contains some error. So in this case, let's panic at this moment. We are not, and if you don't know how to recover from panic attacks in Golang, I have a completely dedicated video on it. I would highly recommend you to watch that video before starting this this point. Okay. So now we'll also see what this response comes with. I guess it comes with another status code as well. So let's say if the status code is not equal to HTTP dot status, okay, HTTP status status okay. If it is not okay, then we can also panic. Okay, panic it. Okay, and something went wrong. The panic message, something went wrong. Okay, so fine. Now let's see how we can get another response from here. So let's see fmd.println and fmres.body. We want to get the body here. So if we run it now, we'll be see something that there's nothing like this. Okay, it's completely nil, so there's nothing. So to read it, we need to depend on another package called IO. It is also a standard library, comes with it, so you need to import it here. So io.readAll, and this will take the readers. Okay, so it will take the IO reader. So let's get it. res.body. You can see that body is IO read closer. Okay, so this reader will return a byte of success of that particular JSON and the error if in case it occurs. Okay, so we need to again handle both of them. So response bytes and the response error. Okay, and we need to reuse the same code just by replacing the conditional variables, nothing else. Rest of the things are really simple. I guess it should be a camel case. It's not compulsory, but it looks amazing. Okay. Okay, now this is bytes. Okay, it's actually bytes. If you hover, oh my bad. If you hover over on it, it's bytes. Okay, now you'll be able to see the bytes as well. So now let's fmd.println and let's see the bytes. You can see it's bytes, right? So the response was this, but we got the bytes. So how we can read it? There are some options. Okay, you can always see it as a string, convert the bytes into a string. So in this case, you'll be able to see it, but you cannot access it directly because it's entirely text. This entirely is text and nothing else. So what we can do, we can take the bytes, take that JSON and decode that bytes into our own model. To do it, we need to declare another type of a struct. Let's call it toDoStruct. And if you don't know what are structs, I have a completely dedicated video on it. You should definitely head over to that. So user ID, to make is field public, you need to call the called like key values, always capitalize with capital word. Start the naming of that key pairs with the capital words, alphabets. Okay, so this is a convention. The user ID is, I can see that it's on, so it will be integer, and we need to handle the JSON like this. So it will look like user ID in JSON response. Then we'll need to handle the ID too. So here again, ID, it's an integer, my bad, integer. In JSON response, it will look like this, ID. Then we have the title, title, title. It's a string, I know that. And in JSON response, it's title. And then we have a completed, completed, completed. It's a boolean, as it's giving us true or false values. So in JSON, it will look like completed. That's it, nothing else. Now we need to declare it here. Let's declare it right here. We can use for to do details, and it's going to be to do. Oh my bad, to do. I guess, okay. Semicolon is required. Okay, now we need to use it. Okay. To use it, we need to unmarshal it, right? So JSON, we have a encoding JSON or something like that. Here we can see that encoding JSON not being used. Can always use it. So unmarshal, it will take a byte of data and the model where we need to transform the bytes to a struct. So we have the bytes here, response bytes. So let's add it, response bytes, and the place where we need to attach it. So here is our model. This is the model, okay? I guess we did some mistakes here. Yeah, we did some mistakes. So now this to do details is representing or holding the type struct, which is to do. Okay, we got some wrong typo. Now it's okay. Now we need to reference it here. So that it can actually attach that decoded JSON and convert it inside this model, which is holding here to the details. And now, if you print it out here, fmt.println. Oops, sorry, my bad. Oops, my bad. Println, you'll be able to see this thing as a struct result as well. So now let's run it. Here you'll be able to see this. This is the struct result, and that was the output of this string. So let's remove it. Remove this string kind of thing. So actually, to understand it, this unmarshal, it's actually taking a byte, which is this. Okay, we got this byte from here. Read io.read all, and here we have the bytes. And as this unmarshal takes bytes, which is actually the JSON representation, okay, in bytes, and while converting them from bytes to our custom model, which is to do, here we need to declare that variable where it will populate itself. Okay, now here you can see, and if you just come here and see the title, you can see because we just declared the to-do model here using structs. See, here you can see. Fine. You can not only print it, but also you can manipulate it too. To-do details.title. Hey, how are you? hey, how are you? So this text is going to be replaced with that. Now you can see, hey, how are you? Now let's say we need to again marshal it. Okay. Here you can see on marshal, it will return us a error if any occurs. So it is really important to handle that too, in case if any error occurs. Okay, we don't want any unpredictable errors for our clients. Okay, so that they just wipe out from our service. So we must need to understand it and handle it too. So let's declare a decoding error, and if this decoding error is not nil, it means it has something, which is common sense. It has something, and we'll panic at that time. Yeah, we'll panic at that time. Okay. Now let's say we need to marshal it again from our model to bytes. It means JSON again. So to do that, let's come here, JSON, and we need to use marshal. And this marshal will take a value. So what value we need? We need to take convert our model, which is here, the details, to the details. We previously convert from bytes to this model and hold the value inside this to the details. The same to the details now will be here. It will take marshal, will take that to the details, and it will convert it into bytes again, and it will actually return bytes if success, or if any error occurs, it will return error too. So we need to handle it too here. So encoding response are bytes, and encoding error, they're the thing. So we'll all again reuse the same code here, just will replace the variables. Okay, and now if you come here, fmd.println, print it out, encoding bytes. Now you'll be able to see that it's being encoded again. Okay, the values will be a little bit here and there because we had changed the title before marshaling it, encoding it again into bytes. Okay, to see that, you can again convert it, see it as a string, function, and if you run it again, here you will be able to see that it's the title is now telling us, or giving us, showing us hey, how are you? So yeah, that was it. It was one of the ways to handle JSON and HTTP client in Golang. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new about Golang. And if you do, please do subscribe this channel, share this video with your friends, and do not hesitate to subscribe. I already told you that. Okay, so do not hesitate to like this video, and if you have any doubts, feel free to comment down below. I will definitely try to help you out. Namaskar, good night.